This past Tuesday, of course, we had more primary races. Nothing really inflammatory or exciting with any of the races that happened this week. You know, a couple of states, boring, kind of, whatever. But something impressive did happen. You see, Donald Trump has decided, of course, that he wants to endorse as many people as possible. And this past Tuesday, he suffered yet another public humiliation as multiple candidates that he had either gone against or proclaimed them to be his political enemies sailed to an easy primary victory. Those individuals are Iowa Representative Mariannette Miller Meeks, South Dakota Representative Dusty Johnson, New Jersey Representative Chris Smith, and Senator John Thune from South Dakota. Donald Trump had either endorsed their opponents or had publicly spoken out about these individuals because they either did not support his claims of 2020 election fraud or they voted to impeach him. And they all won their primaries, which of course is now leading Republican strategists to wonder, is Trump's grip on the Republican Party fading? But let's not forget, of course, we heard those same questions being asked by the media and the strategists following Donald Trump's humiliation in Georgia just a couple weeks ago. No, his grip on the party is not failing. What is no longer failing is the media ignoring the fact that Donald Trump has a horrible track record with endorsing candidates. Something that we have been talking about for over a year. Heck, we were talking about it back when Donald Trump was still president. There were plenty of reports coming out back then about how bad the people Donald Trump was endorsing were doing in their races, about how Donald Trump's endorsement actually makes it less likely that you're going to win your race. But most of the mainstream media had ignored all that. They ignored the facts that had been staring them in the face for so long. Same thing with the Republican strategists. So now suddenly they're asking the questions of, oh, maybe Trump's not the kingmaker we thought he was. He never was. He gave himself the moniker, you accepted it, and now suddenly you're like, well, maybe he was lying. Could you imagine that? Donald Trump lying about how great and wonderful he is. These people are acting shocked that these very predictable events happened. And for the record, one of these people that Donald Trump, wanted to lose was running unopposed. So of course they're gonna win. A lot of the people Trump has endorsed this year, by the way, have also been running unopposed. So you're definitely gonna get a little tally mark in the victory column on those. But Trump's power within the Republican Party is not waning. He is still their guy. He is still at the top of almost every poll. It just so happens that he's bad at endorsing candidates. Voters don't care what he has to say in terms of who they should vote for. Unless, of course, it's vote for him. That is where this very weird divide happens. They're loyal to a T to Donald Trump, right? They absolutely will not waver in their support for him. But they're also not just taking his orders about who else to go out and vote for. So I don't know how they reconcile that. Donald Trump is totally infallible, but yeah, we're also not going to vote for the people he wants to. Now that's something that should be looked into, right? Really get into the psyche of these voters. Why do you love Trump, but you're not listening to him on who to vote for? That's a think piece that the media could absolutely do, but as usual, they'd rather be lazy, not look at the facts, and just make up wild theories about why what's happening is happening that, again, continue to completely miss the mark.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.